Hi, I'm Jay Zimmerman, Front Range Anglers in Boulder, Colorado. And before we get on the water, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on some of the essential gear you'll need to chase carp with a fly rod here in Colorado. I'll start with the most important, and it's up here. It's strictly sight fishing, so it's very important that you wear a brimmed hat and have a good pair of polarized sunglasses. Smith Optics makes some good glasses. Next is clothing. I tend to like long sleeve shirts, kind of drab in color, or something that's going to match the surroundings that I'm going to be in. I do like to wear long pants. These Sims Superlight pants are great. They dry quickly. I like to wear long sleeve shirts and long pants because you're wading through a lot of cattails and brush, and you'll wind up itching and scratching more than casting if you wear shorts and short sleeve shirt. Although many of my friends do choose to fish in shorts, and it doesn't hinder them much. But this is the way I prefer to do it. Foot gear. I've worn wet wading sandals a lot. The biggest problem with those are most of them are felt soled, which slide around and give you really bad traction in the mud. And also most of the sandals come with Velcro fasteners on top. Over time they'll really collect a lot of gunk and moss and not fit your feet perfectly anymore. These new Pursuit shoes from Sims, they have the Vibram soles, which is great traction not only in a stream but in really muddy, warm water conditions like you'll find when you're chasing carp. Also, all the lacing tucks into this nice little pouch on top, so none of your fly line will ever get hooked up on top of the shoe, and the Velcro will never come loose. Next, packs. I tend to like a small chest pack or waist pack, preferably something that has a over-the-shoulder strap so that I can keep that loose and the waist strap loose and kick it around behind me while I'm fishing, and then turn it around when I can get at it. Fish Pond makes several really good packs, perfect for this application. Now let's talk about fly rods. I prefer a 9-foot 6-weight, Sage Z-Axis or Winston B2X are two of my favorites. Nothing extremely fast because you want some delicacy and touch in close. Many of your casts are going to be very close. So if the heaviest rod you have is a 4 or a 5-weight, don't feel like you can't chase carp. Those could be perfect rods for certain times. But I prefer a 9-foot 6-weight. Reels, as long as it has good drag and is a sturdy reel and can take some grit and grime in there and not follow the drag mechanism. Bauer and Lamson and Galvin make all very good reels. Large arbor is not necessary, but it is an advantage. Now let's talk about lines. There are many fly lines that fit either of these two rods I mentioned earlier perfectly. Rio has come out with a new carp line. This is an olive drab in color. Very versatile weight forward taper. Very accurate close in, medium range, and distance if you need it. From there, let's talk about leaders and tippet. I prefer starting with a 9-foot 2X leader. You can get them from Rio, Umpqua, whichever. And I usually cut off a little bit of that 2X tippet at the end of that tapered leader and put on 10, 12, 14 inches of some kind of 3X fluorocarbon. I prefer fluorocarbon tippet there because you're casting over a lot of brush and debris and rocks, and I like it for its abrasion resistance. Both Rio and Umpqua make good fluorocarbon tippet. It is a bit expensive, but you're only using it for the very terminal end of your leader, so you don't go through much, and it will save you a lot of fish. Lastly, let me talk about flies. I have a small selection of some of my favorite carp flies for here in Colorado. in one of these CNF design fly boxes. They're great boxes. Let me talk about a few of these flies. A couple old standbys have been the Clouser Swimming Nymph and the Whitlock's Near Enough Crayfish, both excellent flies. But the Backstabber Carp fly is one of mine and definitely one of my favorites. Also, the Belly Crawl, Polanda, is an excellent fly, especially for deeper water or in rivers like the South Platte.